This man Drake is just going full force now. He's involving the reaction community in this stuff. Kind of crazy, man. It's always weird to me when that line gets crossed between celebrity and the reactors. It always gets blurred. It's just a weird line to me. Now, I know I'm a few days late on this. I got caught up in some other drama that was happening on the internet, checking out that stuff, and also wasn't really directly mentioned in any of this until the last few days. Then I got brought up, so I was like, all right, cool. Now it's time for me to give my thoughts and opinions and just go over everything. What the hell is happening? So Drake repealed his original lawsuit and filed a new one. Drake alleges in the lawsuit that UMG permitted content creators such as Kai Cenat, Zias, No Life Shack, RDC Gaming, and Cartier Family to monetize reactions to Not Like Us without enforcing copyright claims. He claims this lack of enforcement enabled the spread of defamatory content while generating profits for both UMG and the creators, prioritizing revenue over Drake's safety. So I definitely have some things that I want to say about that. But look at this lawsuit, man. We got thumbnails from my guys in this. The Cartier Family, whose YouTube channel has 1.44 million subscribers, posted a video depicting the image and using the recording. As of the date of this filing, the video has 2 million views. Twitch streamer No Life Twitch streamer? Dude is like the YouTube reactor guy. I know he streams on Twitch, but come on, show some respect. Let's fix it. YouTube reactor No Life Shack posted a 14.5-minute clip of his reaction to the recording on his YouTube channel, which has 4.75 million subscribers. As of the date of this filing, the video has 5.3 million views. So on and so forth. Mitch's Zias, Mitch's RDC Gaming, Kai Cenat. I haven't seen the whole thing. It probably mentions Knox Hill, Screw. Anybody that got over 1 million views on it, probably. I think mine has like a 500,000. I'm on the outside edge of this particular part of the rap community. I just haven't really checked out that much Drake and Kendrick to be super involved in everything. But here's one glaring issue that I'm seeing out of this, is that copyright claim or not, people were going to be reacting to this. And I know that he's saying UMG is prioritizing profits over the safety, but if UMG didn't copyright claim it and let people react to it for money, they're missing out on all that revenue. Because when UMG copyright claims a video, UMG makes all the ad revenue that video would have made for the creator. I know this for a fact. I made a video years ago talking about how UMG had taken over $300,000 from me in reaction content, even though it all qualified under the fair use policy of YouTube's terms. And that was 4 or 5 years ago. They've probably made millions off of me now. No telling how much they made off of other people. So that's a huge issue that I'm seeing immediately. They sacrificed a ton of revenue by not copyright claiming it. And I guess you could argue that more people are going to react to it because they know they can make money off of it, but I just don't buy that, because you take, for example, Drake, all of his stuff is copyright claimed. People react to everything that he does when he drops. That's why people have sponsors. That's why they sell their own merch. That's why they promote their own music in those videos. It's kind of the yin and yang. I know I was going to react to it regardless. And so then I see this other tweet floating around, and this is where I get brought up in it, where Knox Hill is commenting on No Life Shack's Instagram post, where he says, so much for letting reactors monetize the Kendrick Drake disses. And I don't know if Shaq maybe posted a picture of some of the copyright claims or what exactly happened, but I know there was a point where I got hit with a ton of copyright claims at the same time, and it was the big thing going around that these disses weren't copyright claims. Shaq goes on to say, it was just so we can make money while it was a hot topic. Everyone should have made a lot of money for at least a month. Interscope called me about this yesterday. Then Knox Hill responds and says, makes sense. Unfortunately, Crypt said he got his claimed way back on May 23rd. Other reactors had told me they got hit early as well. Just seems like if they wanted to have a deadline on this, they could have been communicated with us, you know? There were plenty of press they ran on when claims were took off and publicity around it. Now it just seems like a backdoor type deal. And this is kind of exactly what Drake is saying. That was part of the publicity of the whole thing, was that it was copyright free and you can make money by reacting to it, which you should be able to do anyway because of YouTube's fair use laws. Shaq responds, says, I understand completely. It does seem a little bit weird on their behalf. I'm still grateful Kendrick allowed the copyright to get taken off for the time it was. So for me, I feel like I'm an outlier. I get hit with copyright claims left and right all day, every day. 90% of my channel is copyright claimed. I get direct permission from artists. They tell their label to release the copyright claims, whitelist my channel. I still get hit with the copyright claim. I mean, this just happened with my man Mercules 2 different times over the last week. And then I see this other tweet right here where Knox says, for everybody saying UMG whitelisted only Kendrick to boost NLU and help him in the battle, here you go. 2 Drake videos from the battle I had cleared. Make it make sense. And he shows a screenshot for the Heart Part 6 and push-ups. So I immediately responded. I was like, man, none of my stuff got cleared. Like, I hate y'all. Just kind of joking because I assumed it got claimed. All my stuff was getting claimed at that time. And so I figured since I was mentioned in that, and like that tweet is going viral right now with academics and like all kinds of people using it. So I was like, when did all this stuff actually happen? I'm going to go back through my emails and see when I got hit with these claims. Was stuff claimed when I originally uploaded it? Like, when did all this stuff happen? So as of today, here are all the songs that are actually claimed from the beef on my end of Drake and Kendrick. So I decided, you know what? Let me go back through all my emails and see what the timeline of all this stuff was, because there was a whole lot going on. And I want to try to provide some proof of what happened here. So the first thing that I'm checking out is the push-ups reaction. Dropped on April 15th, and there is nothing in my email that shows it was ever copyright claimed or anything. It has been day one monetized, never been touched. Then I go up to the next one, the tailor-made freestyle, which is currently copyright claimed and blocked. I go back and I find it in my email, and it was copyright claimed on April 22nd. And what I like to do every single time I get a copyright claim, I just go ahead and appeal it anyway, because it is fair use, even though it never gets upheld. But one time out of every 30, they might get nice enough to release it, or they don't review it within the first 30 days and it gets automatically reviewed into my favor. But most of the time they review it and they deny. But that claim actually got released the very next day, which is super strange. But when I look at the copyright claim, it's claimed by somebody called Dance All Day, and the song is called Sick. So I don't know if Drake sampled somebody if somebody took this and uploaded it to streaming platforms. Not really sure what happened with it. But those were back-to-back videos that I uploaded, and they were the original origins of the beef, and neither one of those were copyright claimed. All right, so now we move forward. The next one is Euphoria. Euphoria immediately copyright claimed on May 1st. I appealed it. Kendrick comes back again in 2 days with 616 in LA. Immediately copyright claimed. Drake responds with Family Matters. Immediately copyright claimed. Again, I'm appealing every single one of these. Kendrick responds with Meet the Grams. Immediately copyright claimed. Kendrick again immediately responds with Not Like Us. Immediately copyright claimed. Every single one of these videos got copyright claimed when I uploaded it. And all this was happening on May 4th. Crazy day. But then something really weird happened on May 5th. The Heart Part 6 drops. Video doesn't get claimed. Same day, I get a copyright claim release on Meet the Grams, 616 in LA, and Not Like Us. But I also get a copyright claim appeals denial from Kendrick's Euphoria and Drake's Family Matters. So at this point in the beat, Not Like Us was claimed for about 24 hours. It got removed. Meet the Grams was claimed for about 24 hours. 616 in LA was claimed for about 48 hours. So I did miss out on the revenue for the first bulk of the views that I got on. Never got any money for Family Matters. Never got any money for Euphoria. Got all the money for push-ups. Got all the money for the Heart Part 6. Are you still with me? On May 23rd, I get hit with copyright claims again for 616 in LA, Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, and Euphoria again, all on the same day. So I got monetization for about 2 weeks on 3 videos, all of them after the first 24 hours when the bulk of the views came in. I appealed every single one of those. Every single one of those got denied. Again, the biggest clusterfuck of all time, it feels like. But in the end of the entire battle, the only thing that is still monetized for me are 2 of Drake's diss tracks. That is it. And they never once got touched. And so this immediately, to me, just nulls his point, because I had more monetization out of Drake throughout this whole thing than I did through Kendrick. And so now let's take a look at the lawsuit here. The song in question is Not Like Us, the recording written and performed by Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, especially known as Kendrick Lamar. The recording was intended to convey the specific, unmistakable, and false factual allegation that Drake is a criminal pedophile, and to suggest that the public should resort to vigilante justice in response. The recording is defamatory because its lyrics, its album image, and the music video all advance the false and malicious narrative that Drake is a pedophile. The lyrics repeatedly accuse Drake of engaging in criminal acts, including by calling him a certified pedophile and a predator who needs to be placed on neighborhood watch. This is not about the artist who created Not Like Us. It is instead entirely about UMG, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize. I'm sure there's more lyrics that they're quoting out of the lawsuit, but I've already talked about this before on a podcast, that unless he came out and said Drake likes young girls, like word for word says Drake is a pedophile, everything can be written off as artistic expression and being subjective to the listener. This is how it works. But it is interesting that he's saying it's not about Kendrick, it's about UMG promoting the song. And I know I've seen that it was more so about like inflating the streams and promoting it. But again, I probably made more money from Drake off of this beef than I did through the Kendrick reactions. So there's my take. I don't think it's ever going to go anywhere. I think a lot of money is being wasted. I know 50 Cent has sued over lyrics before. Rick Ross has. Suing over lyrics is dumb because it just never really works out. You might get a settlement out of court if it's smaller stuff, but I really don't see this going anywhere. I could be wrong. While this might help Drake in the court of law, it is certainly not going to help him in the court of public opinion, which arguably is the more important court if you are an artist. But all right, that's it. That's my opinions on it. Might touch a little bit more on this in the podcast, so stick around and check that out. But I'll see you tomorrow in another video. Have a great day, guys.